It's actually the movie that Crazy and I watched on our first like home date.
Ooh.
Aww. Well, home dates these days are looking like Disney Plus and chill, right?
Hey, we were doing it before it was cool, okay? All y'all are copycats.
Hey, I don't see you wearing a robe right now. Or smoking jacket.
So I actually have been super excited about Falcon and Winter Soldier. Like I've liked where it's been going. Uh and I've really kept up with some of the behind the scenes stuff on it. And like I was telling Puzzle, you could really tell that they did change the storyline. I don't know if y'all heard about that, but supposedly when they wrote it, there was a virus that was killing off the people from the blip. So that's why the Flag Smashers, like the person, the older lady that they are all sad about, she dies from the virus, right?
Oh.
And so
Ooh.
Disney changed everything so that, because they didn't want to be offensive to everybody that just died of a virus. But you still catch like glimpses and like certain things throughout it from it.
Wow.
I
That's
didn't.
crazy. I
But
didn't know that.
Yeah.
yeah. But like right now, I'm totally team Sarah and Bucky. I think they need to smash papas. I'm all about it.
Yeah.
Smash Papas. I'm about it. I ship that.
Bucky's all, Sam, I'm so glad you love your nephews. Sam, oh, why? Bucky, because I'm about to give you some more.
The way she smiled at him, I was like, ooh, you go, girl.
Right.
All right, so Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So this past episode was
Spoilers
nuts.
ahead, everybody. Watch
Yeah.
out. Case Barton, welcome in.
Also, I got one thing to say before we keep going. Sam, Bucky's about to go from the most hated man to the most hated brother-in-law. Going on.
Mhm.
Indeed.
I had to get it out.
I love the Sam and Bucky's relationship. Like it's refreshing. It's like brotherly in a sense, but not.
And
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 they
also
come so
Bucky
far from
really
Civil
needed
or
somebody.
Mhm.
Winter Soldier.
Like Bucky had the connection with T'Challa,
Mm-hmm.
but he has a way better connection with Sam, and he was really needing somebody to have that connection with to help with his recovery. And I
Mm-hmm.
think with Sam's background and helping veterans, and also just Sam's personality, I think it was the best fit for them.
Yeah, I agree. Especially the way their entire friendship relationship started. Like, can you move up? No. I hate you. I hate you.
Well, you always like, okay, you know that you always have your triangles of friendship, right? So you
Right.
have your friend, right? And then your friend has a friend, and then you like hang out with that or that other friend, right? And it takes a while to become friends because you're like, no, I'm his best friend. No, I am. No, I am. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Totally been in
And
that fight. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
yeah, I think everyone's experienced that at least once in their life.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Like those
Okay.
8 inches of snow. While Ethan's talking, Puzzle drops the
So
dirtiest joke. God
so
damn.
Ryzen, the funniest thing is we were watching Game of Thrones through right now, and we're at the point where Daenerys and Jon are hooking up. So
Wow.
that's her go-to joke. She's like, "Oh, look at Daenerys. She's about to get that 8 inches of snow." Ayo.
I understand
What?
the joke now. Okay. So,
Get yourself pull us together. Nothing like a good dick joke. Oh god.
So to get into the spoiler territory of the episode,
yeah, we're going to get all in it.
the the opening fight, they open with a fight scene, and I'm like, yeah, I've been craving some real action and
Some
Mhm.
violence. Yeah.
one thing I did tell Puzzle that I've noticed that they really toned Bucky down. He's not as sharp and his his responses are a little slower. He's not as sharp as he was in The Winter Soldier. And one thing she brought up was that it was because of his brainwashing, but I argue that saying that he wasn't brainwashed during The Winter Soldier per se. Most of the movie he wasn't, but he was still sharp. Like even when he's fighting Tony, he's going toe to toe with Iron Man.
Hmm.
Yeah, I see that. Part of me thinks that maybe he is more toned down because he's more concentrated. He's making sure that his attacks, so to speak, are give a little bit more
Aren't as
buffer. Like,
aren't
does
as
that make sense?
lethal. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I get where you're
Yeah.
going.
But also to add to that, I think some of it's also his mental state. Just he's not
Mm-hmm.
the warrior. Like he doesn't want to be the killing machine he was. Like he wants to be some more of a everyday guy. And towards the end, like when you see him go pick up the motor for the boat and set it down, everyone's just like, whoa. But he's at least trying to be normal in a way. He's not training, he's not focusing his rage.
Yeah, that's one thing that caught me by surprise after the fight scene. Is I expected for him to go and like do something else, continue what he was doing, trying to make amends. And nah, he went off to help Sam, and I really appreciated that. I appreciated the fact that these two characters can actually
Put
be.
aside differences and
Yeah,
work together.
thank you.
Yeah. One of the
Yeah.
things I was seeing about is they were talking about Bucky's character growth, right?
Look
And
at that
the
arm.
whole series so far, he's been looking to kind of make amends, but he's always looked to other people, right? Like he's looked to Steve, for example. He does look to Sam, for examples. And I think he's finally figured out like the way he can make amends is just being helpful and a good person and banging Sarah.
Yes.
Giving us some more nephews.
Yeah, I enjoyed the last episode so much only because like you in the episode before we saw Walker turn really like really dark. And then it's kind of like the consequences of that. So he goes before this committee, and the committee is just like, yeah, like you're stripped of your title. But what does that mean to someone who genuinely like believes in that? And it's like that age old question: what's more dangerous, somebody with something to lose or somebody with nothing to lose? And at this point,
Mhm.
Walker really doesn't have anybody to lose, especially after Lamar dies. Which, sorry, we said spoilers. You know?
Yeah.
So you already broke the door open on Walker. I was giving everyone a chance. So what do y'all think of Walker murdering somebody in the middle of the street?
That's just bad, dude. You don't do that, especially if you're a representative of any sort of U.S. defense. Like the army has strict rules about engaging in combat, and surprisingly enough, I learned these over at TikTok. Like I didn't know how strict they were until that
Hmm.
TikTok. Like their
And Walker
rules.
is military. He should know
Yeah.
that.
He's actually the highest of special ops you can be. He's pretty much the top tier Rangers, Green Berets, Black Ops
Um,
that you
Well,
can be in the army. So
I'll tell you, not
yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
So it's actually because I was just rewatching our episode 81 and we were talking about our thoughts for the potential of Hydra coming back in Falcon and Winter Soldier. And who do we see? Madame Val.
I'm Hydra. Yeah, so that's the
Mhm.
big question is who's she gonna play? Because one thing I did see, so when she was Madam Hydra, she was still an agent of Shield. She was undercover, right? But she was just very bad, like she enjoyed being part of Hydra, but she was also still giving information to Shield. So the one statement I saw is because she had the purple streak in her hair, and that was like the telltale sign that she might be Madam Hydra.
Mm. I was wondering who she was. I need to go back and resubscribe to Marvel Unlimited to catch up because some of the storylines a little out for me.
Thank you for bringing that up, Puzzle, because I had no idea who she could be. Like, I don't
Mhm.
know, like, the comic book backings, or, like, I don't really remember the movies, but, like, seeing her, I was like, who is this? Like, this woman is bad business.
Mhm.
And her card is just black and white, which is, to be honest, a baller move. Like,
Like, what's your card say? I don't know. It's blank.
So the two big theories is that she's either part of Hydra or she's a part of the resurgence of Hydra because you cut one head off to take its
Mhm.
place, or she's working for Ross Thunderbolt
Mm.
and he's putting together the Thunderbolts.
who's
Ooh.
this?
You even said that she might be working for the power broker, right?
That's another theory. I haven't seen any like concrete evidence of that. I think well, the one thing they were thinking she is the power broker, but that's why she's like so interested in Walker because she can get the serum out of his blood. That's what they kind of did to Isaiah.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. But right now, I really think that they've really been hinting at the Thunderbolts for a while. So,
Yeah.
General Ross, he is one of the main villains of the Hulk movie.
Took.
He's Betty Ross's dad. So Hulk's, love interest Betty, it's her dad, and he eventually gets a hold of the Hulk's blood, takes it, and he becomes the Red Hulk.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
And he also has his own team of somewhat anti-heroes that called the Thunderbolts. So the Walker wants to be a hero, right? Like he's done bad things because he was trained to be that way. That's what he said. So he doesn't want to be a bad guy. He wants to do
Thunderbolts.
good. He just doesn't care about killing people, right? So that would put him in the anti-hero category, which would lean him towards the Thunderbolts a little more, in my opinion.
Uh, for those wondering, General Ross is the dude who, oh my God, what's his name? Uh, Tony Stark's best friend. Warhammer.
Oh,
Yeah, he's the general who he's talking to in
Oh, he's
the
Court Master them.
Corps Master General. He's the Corps Master General that.
Marshaled him.
So yeah, the Corps Marshal them. Thank you. Sorry, I misheard
Aw.
that.
Yeah,
That's on
now I
me.
remember. Yeah.
Yeah, that was in. Was it? It was either Endgame or no. I'm sorry. It was Infinity War, the first
Yeah,
movie.
I think it was
Yeah,
Infinity War. Yeah.
yeah.
I need to do
Where
like
he's
a
like,
whole rewatch.
yeah. No, it wasn't Infinity War. It was Civil War, right? Because he's like,
Mhm.
you need to bring them in at the end.
Yeah,
No.
but he also comes out in Infinity War because well, that's when
Well,
the four
yeah,
goons start looking for everyone.
he's
Yeah.
made a lot of appearances. He's made appearances in about 4 to 5 Marvel movies so far.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what is also adding to my that he might be recruiting members for his own team now, since the Avengers are gone in their book.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Time for new Avengers. Or for every state to get its own pair of Avengers. I mean, technically there are. There's East Coast and West Coast Avengers. There is.
So that's another thing that John Walker was one of the founding members of the East or the West Coast Avengers.
I was gonna say a lot of the villains tend to focus on the East Coast. We haven't really heard too much about the West Coast.
X-Men are
Yeah,
over
when
there. They got it.
They got
Yeah, when
aliens
they
to deal with.
found yeah, the squirrels. So it's all coming. Captain Marvel took place in the West Coast, didn't it?
It did.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't rewatch that one.
Yeah,
It doesn't
I have no desire to watch anything of Brie Larson's.
So what are you
honestly.
guys expecting from? Sorry, Peach. What are you guys expecting from this next episode? Or last episode actually, right? Last episode of Winter Soldier.
Yeah, I want to see Sam in his Captain America outfit. I want to see it. I want to see him in the red, white, and blue Falcon outfit
Ooh.
Heck yeah.
Looks awesome.
that's made of vibranium.
I am a little like I understand why, but I am a little disappointed as to there's no points to the Doctor Strange multiverse of madness. Um because like in WandaVision we had a couple of hints here and there, and we had hoped for some for in Falcon and Winter Soldier, but we haven't really had too many. I mean, it makes sense because they don't really deal with those. But I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Does that
Yeah,
make
but
sense?
at the same time, I mean, why would they want to? I think they're trying to introduce a different storyline so that we're gonna have multiple branches now,
That'd be
and so
cool.
you have like the magic, and then you have more of the power humans,
Hmm.
the super soldiers, and what else can there be?
And we have the Loki show coming up, which is supposed to fix a timeline when he escaped. So
Okay, so to go to not to go too hardcore, but do you think Loki is gonna involve Kang the Conqueror?
I don't know.
So when you start talking time, he's the go-to villain.
Hmm.
He is the time villain of the MCU.
Oh my god, I need to read up on so much literature. Fuck. Let's not go too hardcore, but we're still gonna go hardcore.
It's like every time we talk about Marvel or Star Wars, it's like, okay, we're not gonna get too much into it, and then we go into it because I love that.
Yeah. Well, so there was one theory that I saw, right? And they say one of Tony's last words to Cap was time